No, 100% though, right? Like they were kind of forced into the Ursa in some regard. So I think everyone looks and it's like, well, that's really the only thing left here. But and it's been a common trend today, I guess, right? Has been like the laning stage. It seems like whoever does well there carries through. I feel like we haven't had many games that have really flipped so far today. It's mostly felt like those who have led have ended up being the winners. Perhaps last game there was like some momentum going for Hellraisers when that strat fell apart, but overall it kind of seemed like we felt like Virtus.Pro was stronger that whole time. So it's all coming down to this one, and we actually don't have a pause this time. You can watch some Dota.
Should hop right into it. I'm super ready. Lots of chat lines though getting spammed out, which you'll love to see. I gotta say, if Hellraisers are able to come away with the victory here, this has got to be the upset so far of the DPC. Maybe not. I like definitely for Eastern Europe, but I haven't been paying that much attention to what's been going on in the rest of the area. But Hellraisers coming out looking strong, and you know, taking down Virtus.Pro would be a hell of a story.
The entire DPC. We're just gonna go with that. Doesn't
the
matter.
History of the DPC.
In the history of Dota 2, there has never been a comeback like this. An underdog story of victory.
30 seconds.
That's right. Sounds good.
Counting.
No, even if it's not true, we can just lie and make it sound better. That's the great part. They got it.
Oh, they got it. Ah.
Nailed it. Yeah. What a great voice line. Well, they managed to take that one. Do they have another one placed down anywhere? There's a pretty aggressive, I think that this is the second time that Virtus.Pro has placed this like really early ward down here across the river. GPK realizing I can't be here any longer to sneak this rune, but on the other side, able to get away with one. Pure picks up another, so 3 for VP to start.
Go there for them, and Radiant side for Virtus.Pro. So Slardar playing Delay versus Kunga, definitely not something that we're used to seeing, but we are very used to this idea of Snapfire position 4 being one of the outright most aggressive fours that you're going to see in a pro game right now. Weaver's banned every game, which tends to be another big one with the use of the bugs and an orb of corrosion here, as or rather a Blightstone first for our Snapfire. So we'll see how much pressure they can actually output, because Kunkka also has quite a bit of pressure himself, and of course you're dealing with the Fatal Bond. So like Fear was pointing out with the idea of Fatal Bonds plus Sven, you have that cleave. It's a ton of damage being spread everywhere. We're going to do the same thing here with the Tidebringer.
Yeah, super annoying to deal with. It was a little bit interesting. It looked like a couple of those creeps started hitting each other before they were able to get the Fatal Bonds off, which obviously mitigates that extra bit of damage that you're going to be able to do as Gilgear just goes for the pull there off to the side. And it looks like also up top here, DM was able to get a good starting position for these creeps. A little bit of trickery going on with the creep pull action and aggro, and that's going to set them off to a good start.
I really like the use of Gilgear pulling that lane, because Slardar is starting with the crush, and so not having the bash means that you're not really contesting one-on-one very much, right? Because you just don't have that many tools available to you.
Ooh. Rush there, but again, lots of pressure. Limitless making something out of it though, able to sneak away that range creep deny. And this is something that's going to be interesting to watch. They can get an advantage out of that. Like it's huge for Hellraisers.
And he's just going to chase Gilgears up top, TP out. Very well done. But they don't really have any play right now, because like, he needs a lot more regen on this Slardar here. Limitless going to be in trouble. Best they can hope to do is try and stop the waves from being pulled and see if they can at least stay in XP range, but I don't think he'll be doing much last hitting.
No, it's very difficult. Now, obviously, when these type of situations happen, it's a little bit better if it's underneath the tower, as Limitless does get a little bit of extra regen there. Another round of the Fatal Bonds being spammed out. And does he have anything else coming on the courier right now? Another set of tangos. That's kind of what they need.
Step lively now.
Yeah, he gets salved up by Gilgear, so it's going to hurt him a little bit, obviously. But I mean, that's your point as a support. Trying to enable your core to keep farming, so that's good. But constant faring of that regen. So even if your last hits wind up being like kind of even, of course, you're going to be spending a lot into regen, whereas not much of a concern for Pure. Pure already going to have some boots coming out here soon. And I mean, even Ilias still has 5 tangos and a salve down bottom too. Like, this is just freedom right now. So maybe I'll talk about another lane sometime. I'll consider it.
Step lively now. Your admiral is
dude. Dpc coming in again. This is the second game in a row with the First kill, solo kill by a mid laner. Trying to high five, there's nobody there.
No, that was a little bit strange. It honestly looked like he just like made some sort of a movement mistake too. Because he just got blown up. Like there wasn't really much fight back. I think he missed the LSA as well. It came in there a little bit late.
Yeah. Damn, dude. GPK trying to carry the team through that quap play.
Got the outplay as expected, I suppose.
Well, nonetheless, we're seeing that across the board right now, Timber saw actually about at the same level as the Slardar, and if he's not careful, Watson looking for a bit of the chase down, forcing DM back.
He's so close to 4. He's just like, oh please, I just want my Timber chain.
Oh, stacks. No Timber chain for him. Down bottom, more action going, and they force DM completely out of XP range. Meanwhile, bottom, they do find the kill on the Limitless.
You'll always be my chum.
Yeah, and all that regen going to come to play. And now X still on cooldown. He'd have to hit this turret, and even that wouldn't be enough damage. So the gear will walk it off.
Mid, yet again. LSA going to connect, but Boundless Strike afterwards.
He was so close to 6 on GPK. He didn't quite have the mana for it anyway, though, so
Right.
they wouldn't have had to play even if it was synced up. Does mean that Rebel can't return right now, though, I don't think. And meanwhile, bottom, the revenge kill.
Okay.
What?
Well,
I mean, I
let's
know they
take
had to
it
wait
down.
for some levels. That's crazy. I would not have expected that. They had so much regen left.
Yeah, just not staying up high enough. Interesting. Very good for Hellraisers, that one. Being able to find that kill onto the Kunkka.
A lot of that damage was also from the snap too, right? Because level 2 and the little shredder, as well as with the Blightstone. So combined the physical damage with the Slardar, they are able to cut through this Kunkka. I mean, it is a strength hero, only 5 armor, and of course that is going to matter here when you're subtracting that armor in the early game. So good way to get through with just that larger HP pool the hero's going to have.
Well, that is definitely a big win. As up top again, Watson forcing back DM a little bit more. They're keeping their eyes on that small camp, as you can see, but DM just nothing gotten for free here. They're going. Sonic Wave afterwards. Tree armor ain't gonna be enough because it ain't even there. Only had the leech seed out.
Back to 4.
Felt like only a matter of time before that kill was going to happen, and so Hellraiser's realizing that, obviously, with the level advantage and the Queen of Pain, so they try and bring the tree for the save, but it's not going to be enough.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Careful,
Your
buddy.
admiral is on
Dude, that
board.
catapult
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah, it's
had so
gonna.
much HP.
Nah, he's got a salve going. They hit it though. Oh, it's gonna be okay.
We're all good. Crazy fatal bonds.
That level 5 right now for Pure, given a little bit of space as Ilias keeps on doing these pulls constantly. If you get 6 before too long, that could be the end of the Slardar again in this lane.
Ilias is actually circling into the Ancient, saying that I think he knows that the bounty's still there, but they're just going in, harassing Rebel once more. He's going to use that haste rune. Oh,
Pure.
come on, go for it.
Down
Come on,
bottom, looking for him. No more hits, all they need. And Pure gonna get brought down
well,
again.
GBK's coming. Hasten. Did steal that bounty rune. Wants to get the finish. Hurry, Queen.
The cookie's coming. And yeah,
Off and bucket.
chance.
No.
This is the scream. Not gonna happen. They finish off both. No, Limitless will get out. So they split it up, and man, this Slardar lane has worked out fabulous.
Tower is under attack.
They were doing a great job being patient to get those levels up before committing for the big kills there too. Especially again, considering how well they burned through that early regen there that Hellraisers was bringing. Surprised that, like, sure, it's still like a gold lead for Pure in the lane matchup, but you've got to be pleased with that in terms of a recovery.
Right.
Meanwhile, Rebel looking for recovery for sure up in that top jungle area, playing somewhere a little bit safer.
This is not necessarily what you want to have happen for the mid lane. DM in the meantime too, a little bit behind the Slardar, not by a huge amount, but does have that level 6 now, and that's where it really opens up the Timbersaw's game potential to try and either A, put pressure on, or you know, B, clear through some stacks potentially.
Yeah.
Dire should look to their middle tower.
Yo gear on the high ground. No room spawn there. Instead, it's Melody who picks it up on the tree. Yeah, I'm just scouting it this whole time.
Been
Yeah.
living in this zone of the map pretty much this whole game.
Yeah, it's been weird. Jumps forward,
Oh, whoops.
kills the courier, and the TP out. That was pretty sick. I like that.
Yep.
Damn.
Step lively now.
Keep his
Your
sentry in
admiral is
place
on
there,
board.
and he was a little
Dyer's
concerned. That's why he
middle
jumped
tower
back
is
at first.
under
He thought maybe they had some sort of vision seeing him up on that tree. He was going to get cut down, but once the sentry was there and the courier was coming, he's like, oh, nice. They're just trying to scare this out.
Level 7, limitless. Going to get dropped, and that is the danger. As well, will he run in? Gonna get out of there. The fatal bonds, and rather the shadow word wasn't enough.
Yeah, the living armor was actually coming through there as well, helping to get the save. So 2 points for Malady.
Dyer's
Getting him out of that one.
is in danger.
Big plays.
Does get the rest of the rating into that area though, so they're gonna steal that bounty rune again. Just a constant snag they're getting from Hellraisers. Meanwhile, up top, DM taking a lot of pressure here from Ursa. Hard to get the kill, but also just very difficult to actually get a lot of CS in this lane. Timbersaw. Yeah, they're collapsing mid again. They just won't leave Rebel alone.
No, always on top. Fatal bonds thrown out onto the creep wave and just forcing Lena away. Appreciating what they're seeing. Giving another tip there. That's a smoke up though that comes afterwards. Still a ways away from a blink, but they want to try and kill this Kunkka if possible. Pure, in spite of dying, you know, a couple of times here, has still been able to sit top of the net worth.
Yeah, they haven't found that continued pressure. They also still don't have level 6 right now on Guild Gear. Very close. Perhaps they could go for a kill if they had it. Might try and lurk around here for a bit of extra XP. Could even potentially steal it here.
Illusion.
For it, Cookie comes. Not going to be there in time. Has the bash primed. And went a bit too far, and now the TPs are
Look,
coming.
he's killing the small camper ulti.
Oh, wanted it, but not going to get it. And
then-
Limitless is going to fall. They also left a freaking keen optic behind.
He left the keen optic
damn,
in the small
dude.
camp. He killed the small camp to get level 6, but then left the keen optic.
Oh, don't know if anybody saw it,
Wait,
though.
oh, team. Oh, everything matters. Whoever gets this wins the game. This is the deciding factor.
Yeah. Well, it might be a little while, actually.
Step lively
We'll
now.
keep our
Your
eyes on it,
admiral
see if
is
we
on
figure it
board.
out by the
Pierce
end.
coming.
Should look to their bottom tower.
Here's too busy farming.
Coming. Don't go anywhere, Yus. Just stay. Yes. Oh,
We're going to
what's
miss a
that?
kill because of this. You
Oh.
know what's going to happen.
Yeah, that's fine. Doesn't matter. No. No,
Pierre
Pierre.
doesn't care.
Pierre. There. No, Pierre.
Oh, no.
Can
Listen.
I all chat? I don't think it's legal.
This is the
No.
more efficient
Step
farming.
lively
That's
now.
what's going
Your
on.
admiral is on
Don't
board.
you dare all chat. What are you doing?
Yeah, Eamson, get out of there. Yes, come on. Oh my god, he's not going to see it. Yeah,
No.
Limitless going to get it now?
Maybe.
Who will get the optic? Find out next episode. Top lane. All right, we can leave. They all
Fight.
DM.
And I think that this is going to be curtains. Timber
Back to the optic.
Still gone.
It's still there.
Yeah. Dude, this
We got
is
two
like
heroes.
the
Heroes
Aegis
outnumbered.
drop again. Pure. Oh, a little bit of mix up there, figuring out who wanted to do what. Meantime,
No, Pierre, he's going to get it.
jumped on up top.
Oh, he walked
Trying to
right by
kill him. Can they do it? Can they kill him? Watson living. Meanwhile, Laguna Boy comes out. GPK gets out of there. They X back. Oh, nicely done. Pulling Guild Gear back to the play.
Pierre walked over it. He literally walked over it. He left it.
Dude, it's never going to get picked up. They're never going to
Guys,
see it.
team, it's right there.
Nobody is ever going to see this
Radiant's
trend.
middle
You can
tower
see
is
it.
under attack.
It's
Oh my
daytime.
God.
I looked at your view.
Pierre's not coming back this way either. They're giving up that tower.
Ah,
Money to burn.
my
This
god.
is pain for you, man. I feel
All
like
right, up top.
Is under attack.
going again. Malady trying to make his way out, but the boundless strike comes in. GPK finds the final touch. And in the meantime, look at this, Watson. Sneaky bear.
Is in danger.
They need a detective on this case to tell that
That's
someone's
right.
rotating.
They have fortified their
Maybe.
structures.
Yeah, I
against
noticed one of the
attack.
Brazilian
Dyer's
casters
top
actually
tower
tagged
is
as
under attack.
Sherlock. So
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah, that's good.
Wow. 12-minute Roche, not bad. Maybe a nice little pickup for him here. It's the Aegis, tries to get out afterwards. And in the meantime, it's a trade-off of tier 1 tower for tier 1 tower, and still
Radiant's bottom
keen
tower
optic on the
is in
ground.
danger.
It's still there. It's just
Radiant's
taunting me.
bottom
Oh,
tower
Guild Gear.
has fallen.
A Tony first says, no, the trees. They're in the way. All right,
Wait,
come
does he
on,
know?
come on. Now, a little
Dyer's
further,
top
little further.
tower is
Go,
no more.
go. Oh, It's not gonna happen. It's gonna sit there all game. Oh no. It's so sad.
Oh, that's so depressing. What a shame.
Bounty.
Well, how much as well? Scout
You know,
out.
it's really Malady who should be like, yo, guys, where's, how come I don't have an item yet? What's going on?
That's
Wait,
how
the
it goes.
courier. Oh, Limitless. Right there.
Oh
Radiant's
my
bottom
Am I
tower
insane?
is under attack.
I've gone insane.
No, it's definitely there. It's definitely there. I'm with you.
And the hyper focus of a pro player is something
Scanning
else.
for enemies.
It
All
really
they
is.
see is efficiency. That thing, it's not in their brain. It's just
Yeah.
another empty camp or something. Just can't go there.
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
PK. Pressuring. Watson there. Taking a lot of damage. Chakram pretty low, but obviously with the Aegis and having that Enrage ready, no opportunity. They go for a round 2 of this. Melody gets jumped on. They're just going to call it. Not try and go for any big play here. Instead, just get the farm on DM. Keep the pressure on, but Limitless did find one. It's on Ilias. Don't want to go that much further.
All right. I'm just saying, if Gilgear had Keen Optic there, that cookie combos into a stun on GPK.
my
I'm just
God.
saying.
Trent.
I'm just saying. That was it. That was the moment.
Well, we can all just pine over what could have been, you know? It's the one that got away, Trent.
There is little hope
Sorry, my
for
life.
Radiant's middle tower. Dyer's
Damage.
top tower is under
Getting
attack.
caught here. This is the reveal of the Diffusal Blade, and they will finish off that Monkey King. Now, something we haven't seen yet.
Dire
Warlock
should
ulti.
look to their top tower.
But imagine it might come online pretty soon here, as Hellraisers are starting to group together and play around this Slardar Blink Dagger.
I have to move on, won't I?
Dude, they're never gonna pick that up. There's no
Time.
reason to go there.
On the hunt
It's time to
for
actually talk about the game,
Radiant
huh? All right, sounds good. We do have Overgrowth as well, though, so it's just like, I feel like it's gonna be very hard for Virtus.Pro to
Dyer's
fight into
top
this,
tower
like
is
with that blink that
under
you're talking about. So, yeah, I'm very confident in Hellraiser's ability to actually move forward with this Aegis right now. What are their best options? I guess getting the BKB done on Pure, which is really damn close. That is a problem.
Yeah.
Pure's BKB is certainly the answer for these big fights, and they're gonna smoke back towards their own territory. They have a lot of vision up here from Hellraisers.
Oh, 60 gold away. Pure. Wait, they ran by him. It's like the Keen Optic all over again. Boat comes out, it raises there. But eventually they will bring down that Kunkka.
Oh, Rebel, no, Rebel,
He's standing on it.
Rebel.
Oh my god.
Rebel.
Oh my god, it's in.
Rebel.
top tower.
Meanwhile, back in the river again. How much caught? Limitless is gonna get him. The combination is there, and eventually they bring down the Monkey King. You okay there, dude?
I mean, it actually doesn't matter at this point. I mean,
No.
it's whatever. Although, what's happening? Why doesn't Queen have one either?
Yeah, that's a good point. No neutral item for her. As a possessed mask in
It's a
that.
high stakes game, guys. Like,
Just not tripping.
maybe she just thought it was fair. She's like, you know what, guys? I think they lost one. I won't take the mask.
Dyer's
It's cool.
top tower is under
Right.
attack.
Oh, that bottle refill did not work for GPK as a TP in Kunkka. A little unfortunate there.
Dire should
The
look to their
Hellraisers,
top
you're trying to get
tower.
towards those BKBs.
Radiant's
Slardar,
bottom tower
Gilgear,
is
soon to be
in
online.
danger.
no. Rip.
I swear, I'll drop it eventually. It's so close every
You
time.
won't.
I know. I can't. It's ruining the quality of this game.
Oh no, it's fine.
I just can't help it.
It's one of those things that when I'm looking at it, it's just
Are
like
scanning for enemies.
you think about all those plays that could have been. You just had it. Even just the
tell ya.
regen.
Oh, mid
GPK.
lane. Watson. Jump on out of there. Oh, you're just gonna put a ward on it. It's just gonna sit there. All right, cool. That's fine. That's totally fine. They know. They can hear me. I understand.
They understand what's up.
All right, they're gonna smoke up, hiding behind their Kunkka. The push onto the tier 1 mid. The Aegis
Aegis.
expires. What a well-timed push.
And Ilias with Rock ready to go, but well, on the other side.
So they have
It's the
vision
way
in
of the
between,
bats.
but they don't have anything up the river, which is a little bit scary for a Slardar.
Yeah.
And they're not feeling super confident about this, and they're gonna force you to commit because they have a train protector.
Right.
So you know you have to go all the way into this
bounty.
tower. We're not gonna do some like you can't get like this quick in and out because it's just pointless, right? And so that actually gives you a lot more freedom in terms of defense as Hellraisers as well, because you don't have to panic as much to just like show up at the tower.
No.
It lets you be a lot
Rebel?
greedier on your farm.
Literally walking. Oh, we got
Rebel!
it!
Hellraisers won, ladies and gentlemen. Virtus.Pro, they had their chances.
Dire's top tower
That's
is
it.
under attack.
You're gonna see their luck is just gonna turn. This gold is gonna go their way and never go back.
They're on pure already.
Look at them go!
Ready for it to happen. The
Oh, no.
Jade's down. Oh, but the rock. That one hurt. Sonic Wave not doing nearly
Oh,
anything.
he's toggling. He's living.
Pure gets out of there. Elliot, the rock is running away. Limitless trying to make his way out of there as well. And the cookie comes through.
Dire should look to
In
their
the
top
end,
tower.
nobody dies. All the big abilities used. Nothing happened.
Is that a cursed optic? Oh, that was that.
I mean,
All right.
There is little
they did
hope
have
for
Arcane
Dire's
for the
middle
Sonic
tower.
Wave, though, so GPK will have it back up again in a bit.
Well, no cooldowns for either offlaner as well, which is
There is
nice
little
thing we have
hope
going
for
this game too. And
Dire's
DM did get that
middle
early
tower.
Yule Scepter. Game 2, very useful versus the Ursa and the Slardar. They'll back themselves away. So again, coming back to the idea of the full commitment being needed, they didn't even want to go back for this without the availability of the Golem, just because the fight gets a lot harder, and they're not in any huge rush, which I think our panel pointed out. I wouldn't say the Hellraisers necessarily like win late game automatically or anything like that. I think it's pretty even, if not Virtus.Pro favored. So they're not going to panic on anything here. It's going to be more
Right.
confident just farming up the heroes right now.
And to be fair, we know they already win, so
That's
fine.
true. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is
DD
under attack.
denied by Gilgear. And down bottom, Yamcha just pushing this out again. I will say that Wukong's command, like, even if it's not doing as much damage because it's support monkey, it still is pretty terrifying and annoying to play into.
It's kind of cool when you have a Slardar too, who's always going to be like going for this bonus this minus armor, so you have the bonus armor to counter it as well.
Yeah. Yam runs into a tree that's a little bit more alive than the others, forces them away. Dude, this entire last like 5 minutes has just been like sitting around the mid, defending that tower, and Gilgear taunting. Like that's all that's happened.
It's true. Yeah, he's just spamming his dog. Now we're waiting for the Roche, and it's about 2 minutes. Another 150 spawn here today. And the true thing about the Ursa lineup is the second Roche. That's when it really comes together. You just want the first Roche done early.
Oh,
The second Roche
Watson.
is fast.
What have you done? He accepts his fate. And enraged TP out, not gonna happen. That is a Yule Scepter, my man. Got him caught, got him killed.
They die screaming. I
It would have been pretty sweet if that had worked out, but yeah, he was in there really deep. Fortunately, it is a late spawn, or late-ish spawn at the very least, so I guess really we're looking at Virtus.Pro, and it's not like there's much threat of them
Dire's
stealing Roche,
middle
but it is still
tower is
certainly something
under
that
attack.
Hellraisers want to keep their eyes on and try and achieve. Great vision, though, as we're going to start playing around Roche pretty soon. We have this ward up here at the top of the jungle, Dire side, that's spotting out a lot of stuff for Virtus.Pro, so any sort of rotations through to like catch these waves up top, they're going to know about that. We'll provide a pretty good angle for them to try and go for a smoke relatively soon, I would imagine. Maybe next boat.
Dire's middle tower is
GPK
under
Actually,
attack.
they scanned the Roche pit. They were a little concerned
Interesting.
that Radiant might be going for it. It
Yeah.
would be very slow.
Yeah, it would take forever. I think you kind of need everybody to do it. But maybe with Golem now, having
Golem
to
the
back up.
Roche.
No, I mean they can. I'm saying that they can make
No, I know, I
that play of
know.
walking in.
Just the way he phrased it.
Yeah, just Golem it. They do have the silence on GPK now. Ooh, Sonic Wave, GPK in trouble, dead. Oh, Overgrowth is still a very good spell, and they got the Monkey King as well. Yeah, but just gonna go down, and that is gonna open up an easy Roche.
Someone get this man a neutral item. Is he gonna notice
Dang.
now?
Maybe. There's a lot of potential for them to get one, isn't there?
Yeah, in the stash. Look at his look.
Wow.
I mean, I'm definitely guilty of this. I've gone like half a game with no neutral item,
Right. Well, and GPK's still kind of owning, so
and we're like
whatever.
the same skill level. So like, I understand. I'm kind of in his head. I understand a lot of what GBK goes through.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fair. Walk a mile in a man's shoes. That's how it goes.
Dire's bottom tower is under
All
attack.
right.
Oh, there it is. He just picked up a kilo. Good. It was painfully empty. He's laughing. He just
Yeah.
realized, oh, my bad, guys.
I didn't have a
Powered
neutral.
up. I haven't had a neutral this whole game, guys. I'm
really
just
funny.
our mid hero. It's fine.
I'll say that having like a laughing voice wheel line after that it sends a good message.
It really does. That's a very good sign.
Yeah.
I really hope someone pointed it out. I hope Ilias noticed. He's like, yo, dude, you want my keen optic? What's going on? You all right?
Yeah. Don't bring it back up again. The key
Hey, that was his keen optic. That was a different keen optic. That's unrelated, all right?
Yeah, it's true. Dude, this tier 1 tower mid's still standing. Gilgear, he's got the creep wave ready to go. They're like, we want to kill you, but blink away, and it ain't happening.
And it's fully surrounded. I don't think it's getting away this time. Question is, will Hellraisers come to defend it?
They glyph. They tree armor it. Meanwhile, bottom, they're forcing out a rotation. Dude, they're going to trade
That's beautiful.
the tier 2 for the tier 1.
Dire's
And
middle tower
as
they
is
much-
kill it.
under attack.
Yeah, that's a good point. Do you think about defending if you're Hellraisers? Yeah, they're not going to do it.
It is actually tempting for the memes, but definitely not worth it. They're going to try and get a catch on the way out, though. They've already smoked up. They have the full BKB ready on the slider. It's go time.
What can they find? BKB still a little ways away for Watson. And I think it's delivered right now, actually.
Well, pure.
So, careful. Careful.
Dire's top tower is under
Stun comes
attack.
out. They got him in their sight.
That was sick.
You're caught. Chase forward the BKB, but is it going to come too late? Now Watson turns to the side. Golem down, only onto one. Oh, the Monkey King ultimate going, but I don't know if they're doing nearly enough damage. Watson is going to fall here, but again, still has that.
Is he?
Well, maybe he won't fall. Okay, he just kills him instead. And Ilias chased down Cookie a little bit off the mark there. But Hellraisers win the fight emphatically.
I absolutely love how they played that fight. The way that they jump on the Kunkka who goes to the X anyway, because they know they have 8 seconds, right? As long as he's chain stunned, he's not going to have an opportunity for the pullback there. And while they're chain stunning and damage him during that X, Malady goes for it. He follows the line and gets there for the overgrowth, which forces the instant BKB, which means that the Ursa just like hops right on top and starts wailing away on him too. Really well done there from Hellraisers. That was absolutely perfect by them. And it's just something that's supposed to be like a safe, kind of annoying maneuver that Kunkka's allowed to do in that moment.
Well, and again, you think about like the context of, you know, these younger carries getting their first opportunities. I think this is his first DPC series that he's ever played on Pure, and you know that's something that you can get away with in certain other contexts, but gets punished here. Now a 5,000 gold lead for Hellraisers. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into it than just that, but that was a pretty key moment there, an opportunity for Hellraisers they took advantage of.
It's also just such a perfect timing. Again, it's all about this second roach and this whole timing that lines up for Hellraiser. This is the worst time to be losing fights as Virtus.Pro. And it's when they want to be peaking right now. They're going to find DM. Of course, no Yules these days from Alina, though.
Oh,
catch him.
freehand. Who needs a Yules? Damn, dude. I was sick. People making up for
Silveridge.
those.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Slapping them down.
People making up for what's been a couple of disappointing laning stages. Like the mid games have been so solid from him.
What are they even getting right now? I mean, they're like pushing out a bit of the bottom lane, some junking, a little bit of pressure on that bottom tower. It's actually being healed up as well since it's only a catapult wave that's dealing it. No heroes there. Now they're coming high ground as Hellraisers. Virtus.Pro, what's the answer? There's no golem for 40 seconds.
They got Glyph, and still a little bit of the Aegis is about to expire. They got about 30 seconds, and that'll be enough for Hellraisers to take it back and retreat away for the moment.
I guess we'll just farm up your whole run and call it a fair trade here after taking your tier 2.
True.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So,
Blast rig for Limitless.
oh, that's cool.
That's actually
like
so
that.
sick for initiations. Don't touch me, you know?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, Gilgear hunting. Wanted to find Monkey King. Not going to happen.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That does signal no Snapfire in the area. They have Overgrowth again.
And they have Blink soon too, on Malady.
Dire's
it's
bottom
pretty
tower
enormous.
is under
What
attack.
that means is that like if they force out the BKB on the Kunkka and Pure just like pops that in the middle of the fight and he has that blink up, he's just gonna instantly blink and control up here. And then he's just gonna get absolutely melted by this Ursa.
I mean, I guess same for GPK too, right?
Yep.
Dire's bottom tower
Thought about
is
finishing that
under
TP,
attack.
but back out afterwards. Yamich just gonna retreat back, group with the rest of the team. Might see a smoke here or something. I don't know. It still just seems really tough to take any of these fights at this point, but they don't have Aegis, so I don't know. It's just tough.
Using this vision from up top, and yeah, you can see them actually drawing down from Hellraiser. They kind of know what they're up to. They're saying that they're all moving in this direction towards our jungle. We'll see if that's the correct read, but they did see the path DM was taking.
All underneath the ward.
Oh yeah, now they see them completely again.
Oh, Slardar TPing into this one.
Here comes
Meanwhile,
Rebel. Do they have
another
detection?
X.
Dust?
They're in a little bit of a weird spot. Jump forward! Oh, the combo! But they get the drop down afterwards. Is it going to be enough? I'm not so sure. Limitless is there. The disarm. Rebel has to back out. Will he be able to survive through this? LSA, the back away. Couple more right clicks. 0 armor, but a great Yule Scepter afterwards. Stopping the initiation from Limitless, and Watson comes for another round of those ones. Catches for the kill. Here goes down. Virtus.Pro lose 2 already. Are they going to lose any more afterwards? They find the Monkey King, going to blow him up. Get the deny on the tree. Oh, Gilgear making it look easy. DM now out of mana, but gets that soul ring off and now looking for the runaway of the round. But they find him. LSA connects. A couple more hits, and DM2 will die.
Hellraisers, man, they tried to get aggressive there from Virtus.Pro, but just caught in the vision, as you said. Like, they dropped an ult on the high ground, but they didn't check for the sentry. Maybe because they wanted to get some forward detection because of the way the lean has been initiating. So they actually did like Boundless Strike and Dust Rebel at the start, I believe, but they were just fighting under vision the whole time. You're not going to fight like that. As you said, great initiation there from Hellraisers too. Despite the golem coming down after, it didn't really seem to matter.
Yeah, imagine if that golem doesn't happen. And that would have been really rough. But I think some of that obviously is having like heroes stacked on top of each other. And I don't think that they all end on the Warlock. Regardless, though, now this 8,000 gold lead, 30 seconds until Roche is capable of respawning. We're getting to some of these other later items too. Like, I don't know, if Limitless can finish off this AC, there's so much minus armor. What's the answer for Virtus.Pro?
Yeah, looking through it, I think the halberd is obviously pretty key. You know, maybe you can catch that key moment on Watson to hold him back, to actually allow you to take down some of his supporting staff. We're still looking at Alina, who is relatively killable. I mean, frankly, their damage is just not very bursty. Like, you have the Sonic Wave, and maybe you can combo that up with like a Fatal Bonds or something, but I don't really have this feeling that they're able to actually cut through Rebel in time. Like, it seems like there's just too much save coming out between all the stun coverage as well as now this blink overgrowth.
Right.
Feels like they need to start a fight already up a hero. Like, they need to pick off first.
Well, and you'd imagine that this is something that their team could potentially do. You know, you've got the
That was
X
a cute
combo.
attempt. You
Yeah.
see that? Let's smoke sitting on our X Kunkka.
Ooh, vision, jump in, crush connects onto 2. GPK backs out. Torrent not going to connect on anybody. Rebel pops BKB, turns the fight. Good BKB afterwards, but they get GPK right on top of him, finds the Monkey King, and now it's everybody for themselves. Watson wants to go for the rundown here onto DM, hoping to find his way out. TPs afterwards, the crush back towards the mid. Chase, maybe a turn, okay. They get pure as well. 4 dead, DM the only one left alive, and this DD Lina just ripping through him.
Overgrowth. Good spell. It feels like they just can't fight, you know? Just controlling the BKBs. If you use them early, you get stunned after. If you get stunned first, pops BKB in a bad situation.
God dang.
You know, that's just nice Dota. Great purchase of this Blink Dagger. And every fight since has just been a complete wash. It's so easy.
What a sick showing from Hellraisers here. And I mean, if not for like what felt like an obvious draft loss in game number 2, this is completely into their favor. Hellraisers showing this region's not as simple as just VP and Spirit. There's some other contenders in here.
I would not get my fantasy cards for Eastern Europe. Not recommended. Just saying. Like, I don't know who you're picking every matchup. Good luck. I'll stick to nice and easy NA Dota. Thank you, Kai. Those EG cards gonna treat me real well. I don't know who you guys are getting over here.
but at the same time, it adds this whole new element where it's like at any given day, like anything can happen here. Like who the hell knows?
Well, that's why it's the best to watch. Key Spirit 1 TI. Anything's possible.
Man. Well, Roche now there, Aghanim Scepter ready to be consumed by somebody. 18,000 gold lead now. And Hellraiser's in complete control of this one. Yeah, Blink Dagger Tree, absolute MVP over the last couple minutes.
It really has been. He's made, like, the fights are just simple. That's what it comes down to. And a lot of that, again, just comes from vision, right? Because that's what Tree really capitalized on, between, like, utilizing, make sure they don't have pillar wards so you can move to the tree line. And then you can just go for the big Blink ultis that being scouted.
Man.
Yeah, 3,000 gold. I guess he's just debating if he wants the shard or not. He's like, is it worth the invis right now?
Yeah.
Or, you know what every Treant player wants, I can tell you, is they want to go Ags, even though it's dumb.
True.
It's not good, guys. I'm sorry. It's just not.
It's so great, but yeah, it's not good. But it is great.
It's like, I think we've already won, guys. Let me delay this game for a half an hour.
Yeah. Another X mark coming from Pure, immediately runs away, and now they're hunting. You know right where that X goes to, but a big combo comes out and they take down one. Tree dead, Gilgear also in trouble. As GPK will finish him off. On the other side of the fight, things looking a little bit scary for Hellraisers. Although actually with already taking down the Monkey King, he's coming back in for another round of this. Buyback on the two supports. Maybe a chance. Can they bring down Pure? A ton of damage out onto a good Boundless Strike. But in the end, it was not enough. Rebel shows back up again. Tries to right-click down DM, but they have to
can't
retreat.
stop the bear.
Yeah, it's too strong.
They couldn't do it. Great start, though. The Boundless Strike out of the tree directly into the Sonic Wave, cleaning up the Treant Protector. Instant buyback, though, from Malady. Wants to keep the pressure on and ensure that they keep their map control. As well as, obviously, just like, you have global assistance. That's why you always want buyback on Silencer and Treant Protector. Be able to help your cores no matter what.
Yeah, I feel like it was sort of the tale of two different fights going on right there. Like GPK being able to find those two supports and just shut them down right at the start. Great, but the cores are just too far behind right now. Like freaking 27,000 net worth for Watson at this point. Compare that to where he's 10k ahead of the Kunkka.
And these spider legs this whole game too have just been so helpful. Every time I look at him, he's just like getting around there onto the next target.
I mean, I know that it's sort of a weird situation, but I can't help but wonder. I mean, I guess with BKB, it doesn't matter for Watson, but I was going to say like the shard for Kunkka or something to try and just get a little separation, but he just doesn't have an answer. Yeah,
part of the carry Kunkka, right? You miss out on some of that chaos factor that you get from the shard and the Aghanim Scepter, which of course usually is pretty frustrating for Ursa to experience, but they already have so many damage problems that there's no way Pure can go out of this build. This is what he needs.
Dual Scepter
Top tower is
gets pulled back afterwards, but Watson came here to take some racks, and he's going to do just that. Wow, Boundless Strike, jump forward, Hex afterwards, trying to find the finish. Can they kill the Lina? No, not going to happen. Ilias does not have Golem at this point. Limitless still going to run in and blow him up. Watson Yule Scepter up again. Couple of them caught together. Jumps forward, that's going to be down. Wow, Melody turns, tries to hit it, and going to take down Pure. No buyback, Limitless likely to fall, although a Cookie living through this one. And a couple more punches.
Oh, deny him.
TP's out. Oh, he's fine.
Wow, I'm impressed they resisted the temptation. No, yeah, objective gaming was had there, so they did finish off the Megas. And I'm hoping that we'll see a Rapier queued up here pretty soon. I feel like that's the only option left now for Dear Pure. But it's a ways away.
He's super broke. God, it's hard to see where you go as a Virtus.Pro.
Oh, I know. You go to the small camp and pick up the Optic, because that was the winning play.
Ah, that's true.
That's what it was.
Lest we forget.
Yeah, that's never forget. It was destiny.
Yeah.
Rebel, the true MVP of the series.
We needed a name for it besides just Keen Optic, you know?
It's the Optic of Destiny. It's good optics to get the Optic.
You're just playing tricks now.
Yeah.
Are they even gonna? I wonder if they're gonna wait for the next Roche. I guess you can just get the next tier of items, but kind of feeling like do whatever they want at this point.
Yeah, everyone's just like checking out their bank account. Make sure we got some buybacks. Keep clearing through our camps. AC finished for Rebel. That's a nice one. That's easy peasy. I'd like to see an Aghanim's on Guild Gear. Can we
Wait a
buy some
minute.
time. Yep.
Click between the Lena and the Slardar a couple times.
Wait
That's,
a second.
Wait a
Wait
minute.
a second. I know that item.
I think I've seen that
Okay,
one
do you see
before.
how spread these fights are? It doesn't matter.
That's true. This game has just been wild. Been a crazy collection of missteps here and there.
That's how you know it's good Dota.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Now, nonetheless, a little bit of space being gained by Virtus.Pro here as they can clear through some of these creeps and get a couple of items. Jump forward though, Hex. Watson want to blow him up, but the stun is there. Yules afterwards on the Slardar has BKB. If they want
run.
to keep this one going.
Delay. You need Rapier. It's the only option. They need Rapier and they need Fatal Bonds, all right? My quick
Pure.
math says it's the only
Oh.
way.
It's just going to BKB TP out. They didn't even let him get the creep wave. Damn.
A soldier's fortune.
Yeah, he's still a ways away from that Rapier if that's what he wants to
Rapier?
go for.
Fatal
Radiant's courier
Bonds.
has been
Yeah?
killed.
Don't lose faith. It's the only way.
Miss.
But with their double
Is the
AC, they have so much armor
unlikely
train.
Your admiral is on board.
That's a great point, but unfortunately we don't have a choice right now.
Okay, that's fair.
All it's going to take is Hellraisers to just stand perfectly together.
Yeah. They're doing pretty close to that right now.
Step lively now. Your
Smoke up.
admiral is on
Scanning for
board.
enemies.
A minute until Roche is capable of respawning. Hellraisers. Oh, danger, danger. They got Golem. Connects onto everybody. Fatal Bonds afterwards, but already dead. Pure is done. There was a hope for a moment that something positive could have gone on there, but no such luck. Ilya is now also in trouble.
It's just the rundown. You remember when you could Nature's Guys your allies? That's what that setup was. That was
Yeah.
when you're 30k ahead and you just Nature's Guys everyone would stand on the tree line.
Oh, yeah.
Good times. Thanks for reminiscing there, Hellraisers.
Take him down. Sonic Wave, not nearly enough damage as GG is gonna be called. And just like that, Hellraisers take it 2-1 over Virtus.Pro. What an upset.
Nice.
A little misclick.
That was the headset. That was the headset misclick, dude. I guarantee. That was Guild Gear popping off.
All right, send us,
Accidental pause.
listen, give us some video of that. Hellraisers, if you're watching, send the video of it. Hopefully they have something somewhere, but regardless.
Video